We're here with David Lezak from Movilix talking about the future and challenges of the money transfers industry. Hi, David. How are you this afternoon? Glad to hear that. So could you talk to me a little bit about what you see the future of the money transfers industry to be?
Well, we have a special bias, and we're in the mobile top-up business, international mobile top-ups. And what we know is that about 30% of every dollar that's sent from the U.S. to Mexico, from the U.S. to Latin America, is spent by the recipient to pay a phone bill. So what we're here to do is we're here to help streamline that so that somebody here in the U.S. can spend that money directly and pay for the recipient's phone bill in Mexico and in Latin America. And if we can direct that 30%, it's a big help for everybody.
So what are some of the challenges that you might see that the industry is facing at the moment?
I think the challenge is also an opportunity, and what's happening in the industry is that prices are coming down as competition goes up, and those lower prices translate to better value for consumers. So the challenge here is for us to streamline the distribution pathways and make sure that we can eke out an existence, that we can coexist with our customers and our competitors, and everybody along the chain is able to win as the consumer gets better and better value delivered.
And what about for you and your company personally? What do you see as one of your biggest challenges at the moment and in the future?
I think our biggest challenge right now is to make sure that we're able to clear away regulatory hurdles to expanding our product line. We want to move from money transfer to money transfer through prepaid top-ups. We want to be able to do bill payment. We want to be able to provide other kinds of financial services where there's an increasing regulatory barrier or increasing barriers either because the companies aren't ready for it, the consumers aren't ready for it, or the governments aren't ready for it. Ultimately, what we would like to see is a mobile wallet. So we want to see funds flow from the remitter right into the mobile phone of the recipient and have the recipient able to spend that not just for airtime, but for other goods and services.
Well, that's really interesting. We're very glad to have you here at the IMTC conference. And of course, we would like to know, how do you see the conference so far?
I think it's been a great conference. You're very well organized. It's a small group of vendors, and I'm happy to be one of those vendors. And the attendees are very interested in what we have, and we're very interested in listening to them. So it's a very nicely sized conference, beautifully put on. I'm honored to be here for my first year, and I'll see you next year.
Well, that's great to hear. Do you have any suggestions for us for the upcoming years?
Absolutely. This conference has a heavy, obviously Latin American focus. I'd like to see the lunch poco muy picante, por favor.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. We really appreciate it. And good luck at the conference. Thanks again for being here.